I don't really want to say it. Film it kind of sucks. I am a digital film photographer. And I just want to explain what that means to me. You see, anyone older than 30 has held a film camera in their hands at one point in their life. And every one of those people understands the confusion and frustration of simple ineptitude with film. But they also understand just how rewarding it can be when you've learned over countless hours, days, months. It's only then that you can turn those skills towards artistic endeavours. Most people out there just want a camera to record events and not have to think about all of the settings to get the perfect shot. But that's not for me. A camera that does everything ultimately takes away the need for learning. And if you're not learning, you're not getting better at anything. So for 90% of the people, the camera in a phone is plenty. And they are good, no doubt about it. I'm afraid that using a phone to manage all of my settings just isn't enough for me. And if you're watching this channel, you probably feel the same way. We need more control. We need to be able to say what part of the image is in focus, what part of the image is out of focus, and how much is that out of focus by. We also need to control the light a lot better. I don't want my camera to up the shadows. I want to be able to do that with the finest control when I get home on my computer. So, I call myself a digital film photographer because even though I have a digital sensor, I'm using just the sensor, the lens, and the shutter. And it's those three components that control everything that there is in a photograph. I don't want a computer doing all of the adjustments for me because I know in my mind what I want a photograph to look like. I want to convey emotion, and you cannot trust a machine to convey emotion. That's what taking photos is all about. That's what art is all about. It's about making you feel something. To be a digital film photographer means you're using a digital camera the same way that you would use a film camera. It's as simple as that. And knowing that gives you so much more freedom. It gives you freedom to experiment. It gives you freedom to make mistakes. And from those mistakes, we learn. And sometimes those mistakes give better techniques, things that you never expected, things that a machine isn't going to make. The code in the computer algorithm is written to not make mistakes. Don't get me wrong, shooting with film can be a lot of fun. And knowing that you've only got 12, 24 or 36 shots on a roll of film dramatically increases the tension and the feeling that you have to perform. There's no room for error. I'm not great at it. I've tried. In fact, last week, I got out a film camera that I'd bought a year ago, fixed a light leak in it, took the camera out. I haven't developed the film yet because I got 12 shots in and the camera failed. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's dead. Cannot take a photo. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. What is it with mechanical devices and my complete lack of understanding of how to fix them? So for me, I love the idea of film. I shot film for 20 years without any of that understanding. But the digital camera is fantastic. It gives me the opportunity to make mistakes. It gives me the opportunity to experiment, try new things. without worrying about wasting a roll of 36 film. And it's the time taken and that feeling of frustration because nothing actually worked the way you expected it to. And for me, the digital camera solves all of those problems, but it comes with its own set of problems as well. The main one being the modern digital camera is trying to do everything for you, and I just don't like that. So the film camera that I spent probably $300 on all up to get from Japan, knowing that it was in beautiful working order, now sits on the shelf looking pretty. I don't think I'll buy another film camera again. But that doesn't matter, because this 7-year-old camera acts perfectly fine as a film camera with a sensor. Follow me around this way. And if you truly want to use film, perhaps learn on the digital camera. Get your compositions down, get your light metering correct, learn how to use those 3 basic functions, the ISO, the aperture, and the shutter speed. But at the same time, if you want your digital photos to look good, spend some time shooting film. One of the best things I found was looking at my photos that came out of the film camera and seeing just the quality of light, really the way they were developed by whoever I sent the film to, the contrast, the deep shadows that were almost black. These are things that only you can control. Learn what it is that you like about the film, and then when you're doing your development on your computer at home, keep those pictures in mind. Keep those attributes of the film photos in mind. And I think you'll find that your digital photos will start to emulate the look of film without even trying. Let's keep moving. I don't really want to say it, but for me, film it kind of sucks. It's beautiful, empowering, it's rich, it's emotional. So it's kind of weird. I'm using this digital camera like a film camera, but I don't particularly like film cameras. And I don't like modern algorithms in cameras. So I'm kind of stuck in this no man's land, but I kind of feel like serious photographers, that's where they're at. And I know personally a handful of people that are exceptional with film photography, but look, I'm just not one of them. I like to think that I could be, but I'm just not. It's end of the day. And so for me, film sucks because, quite frankly, I suck at film. So here I am in that middle ground, using my digital film camera, making what I believe to be beautiful photographs in that filmic way. Now, there is one other advantage of shooting digitally over film, and that really comes down to, believe it or not, the emulation of film. With a film camera, yeah, you're limited to that small number of shots, which is really exciting and forces you to think more about what you're doing. But there's also the fact that once you put that roll of film in, that's it. You're stuck with it. You're stuck with it until the end of the film. So when you've got that roll of film in the camera, you have to think about the type of photo that you're taking that suits the film that you are shooting on. Now, with a digital camera, that restriction's gone completely. And there's always film emulation software. Packages like DxO or Davinci Pro are fantastic, and you can adjust everything about the photo and the film to your heart's content, much more so than you could in a darkroom. So what kind of photographer are you? Do you like film? Can you use it? Because I surely can't. Do you like what the algorithms are doing? Do you prefer for your camera to do everything for you so you can just take those pictures? Or are you like me, where you like to control what your camera does, control the light? Leave a comment below and tell us where you sit. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.